Now we will be deploying a sample Tomcat application using all of this AWS developer tools and access the URL on the browser. So let me first show you my code. So let me go to this. So this is a code AWS code deploy sample Tomcat application. So this is just normal index.jsp files, and here I have a pom.xml file which is actually compiling this project, and I have defined the build spec.yaml file which is used by your code build agent to compile your project. So where you can define what all things you want, like in this I just need ambient install. And the second thing, I want to upload the artifacts to S3 bucket. So here I have provided artifacts, and this is how you can provide your files also, whichever you want to upload to S3 bucket. And the next thing, you are seeing the appspack.yaml file where you can provide your deployment instructions that is used by the code deploy. So here I am just using this install.sh. You can see it here. And as part of the code deployment, I want to take the artifacts from S3 bucket. So this is my bucket and I'm just putting it at this location. And then at the end, I'm just moving this file to here and restarting the services. So this is what my code is doing it. Now we will see how we can configure it using whole code pipeline. Okay. And also my code is present in the GitHub. I can push it in GitHub in AWS code commit also, but it's already there. So we can use it from here also. So you can also try it if you want to. So this is my code here. And so first thing, I want to build my project, right? So for building a project, the first thing, you need to create an application. So you need to create a project. So let me just do this sample demo Java. So this is my Java application, and my source is, it is coming from the GitHub. So this is how it you can provide your repo URL. So this is my URL from here. So this is already connected, otherwise it will ask for the credentials and you can just log in. Okay, source version, no, I don't want any other configuration, that's it. I don't want this. Yeah. And environment image, I'm using everything as an managed image because it's a very simple Java project. So I can select this and it will just create a new service role, build specification. So I am using the build spec file. You can provide the build comments also, but so it automatically find your build spec if it has the same name or if it is at the root directory, like you can see. If it is at some other place or your name is different, then you can provide the name of your build spec also. Now the artifacts. I want to upload it on Amazon S3. So I can do this. My bucket name is Java artifacts. So you can create a bucket if it's not there. I have already created it. And other than that, you can just leave everything blank. Or if you have specific things, you can configure it here also. Okay. So yeah, let's just run create a build project. Okay, I didn't choose this, so let me just choose that. So now it will create a build projects, and code build actually it just use the build servers to run your build. So you need to just pay for the time your build is running. If your build is not running, there is no payment. Okay, so here you can see every details are here and I can start the build like this also. So here you can see all your build logs, and if there is any other settings like environment variables, you should be able to see it here. Okay, so you can see now that build is succeeded. You can see all the logs of your build that it has compiled your project successfully. And I can check in my S3 bucket also. So here you can see that my project is sample demo and it has put the war file also here. Okay, so this is how the build works. Now the next step is you need to do the code deploy. I mean, now your war file package artifacts is ready. Now you need to do the deployment. So to do the deployment, first we will be creating an application. So let me just create sample demo Java deployment. Your compute platform is EC2 on premises, and I'll just create an application. Now I need to define the deployment group. Deployment group is where you define where your application needs to be deployed. So this is my sample demo DG. Okay, service role you can define. So I already have one this service role. Deployment type you can define how you want to do the deployment, in place or blue green. So I'm doing the in place. So in place means that it will do on the same server existing, it just replace it, so there would be a downtime. And in blue ground it will actually launch the new instances, and then you can make the switch. And environment configurations, I want to do it on Amazon EC2 instance, where you can provide this name and the value is this. So I already created one EC2 instance and I have provided this tag. And on that EC2 instance, code deploy agent is already installed and the Tomcat service is also installed. So everything is there. I am just doing the deployment. So for that also, I have used the user data so that my EC2 instance, as soon as it launched, it it will have all these softwares automatically there. Okay. And here the deployment settings, you can do this code deploy default all at once. And the load balancer, I am disabling it because I do not want it right now. And this is how you can create the deployment group. So your deployment group is there. I don't need to do the deployment in this way. I'll use the, now I just create the pipeline. So let me just create a pipeline now. So here you can do this demo sample Java. So here it will create a role, advanced settings. If you want to change anything, you can do it, but I'm just going with the default settings. Click on next. Now your source provider, I have used the GitHub here. So I'll just use the GitHub version and the connection. So my connection is already there. That's why you are seeing like this. Your GitHub connection is ready for use. And here you can see that I'm able to fetch all my GitHub repositories. So I need to use the AWS code deploy and the branch name is main. Yes, the output art, everything is same now. And the next is this build stage. I'm using code build here and I have created this sample demo Java, right? So I use that. Click on next and the deploy now. So in deploy, I am selecting the code deploy. I'll choose my application. So this is my application and the deployment group is this. Click next. So here you can see that my pipeline is created now. As soon as I click on the create pipeline, it actually do the build deployment, everything it will do. And it will take a little bit of time also. So you can see that it is started all those things. Okay, now you can see that my pipeline is succeeded successfully. You can see source, build stage, deploy stage, and everything. And once everything is successful, you can check your EC2 instance and it is running on 8080 port and this is my application. And if I hit OK, so you can see that I'm able to install my application and access it successfully without any issues. And just one thing, like if you are accessing it, make sure your security groups are configured properly. You have opened the 8080 port also. And as I have not I have in my app spec.yaml file, there is no installation instructions of Tomcat applications and all. So this is the prerequisite that your Tomcat service is running on your EC2 instance. And after that, if you will run this, this will work. One more thing that I wanted to show you here, that this is my pipeline. And if I show you the history, you see that it failed 2 times. So there is a reason. So one thing that I have changed in my pipeline that was not configured properly, that is the deploy stage. And in the deploy stage, there is an input artifact. So I need to select the source artifact because it is coming as a source artifact. So that is the one change that I have to do. And after that, I was able to, it was able to run the pipeline successfully. And but the error that was coming, it's little bit misleading. So you'll see some this type of errors. Your code deploy did not find an abstract file and all those things because you have not select the source artifact. So that just I just wanted to show you. And one more thing, that this abstract.yaml file, it should be with this name only and this dot by ml. So you can see that this works now. And if you want to check any history or anything, any logs, you can see it. Like if I click on details of the deploy step, you can see that all the details of your deployment here and your deployment lifecycle events. You can see the events. So basically this is the place where it will show you the errors also. So what you here see, this is all the appspec.yaml file. So if you go to the AWS documentation, that is the appspec.yaml file. These are some tags that it do whatever in your YAML file. If it does not return, then it will not do anything, but by default it will first do this application stop, then it do this before install, validate service. So these are the some by default configurations that appspec.yaml file will do for you. So this is how you can check all the details of your logs also. Like here you can see the logs, everything is there. Okay, thank you.